So this is our Scho SL. This is a cement-based patching and smoothing compound with the added benefit of being moisture resistant. So basically what that means is this product can be used on top or beneath moisture mitigation systems or underneath high RH adhesives. So if you're doing patching and smoothing over top of any joints in the floor, you can go ahead and use SL before putting your epoxy over top so you get a little bit better square footage out of your epoxy. Or you can use it directly underneath high moisture scenarios. So now we'll show you mixing of our Scho SL. It's our everyday patching and smoothing compound. It's a moisture-resistant product, as we said before. So it takes 1.9 liters of water. We recommend you mixing it with a drill. I know everybody has their own methods for mixing. This is just the one that we recommend. So now we'll go ahead and mix our product. So this is just a trowelable product. So your coverage with this material is right at about 85 square feet per bag, but that's measured at a 1/16 of an inch. If you're pulling it a lot tighter, of course like that, then you're going to see that you get a lot more square foot coverage out of it. Just like anybody with a trowel, you tend to try to play too much in the material. So whenever you get it to the flatness that you need, just leave it. And so you hold your trowel at a good 45-degree angle or a narrow angle to the floor, and you're not trying to apply too much pressure. You're literally just gliding the trowel across the floor. And the product should roll as it's going over the trowel. So that's our Scho SL. It's a very fast drying compound, about 25-30 minutes. It's going to be relative to anything else that you're using on the market as far as drying time. One thing that you do need to keep in mind, whenever you're installing a resilient floor covering, this is probably a standard method that is commonly used whenever installing resilient floor covering if you're not leveling. And so one thing to keep in mind is the thickness that is required for whatever resilient floor covering you're putting down. So in some cases it might make more sense to level. In most cases, if resilient floor covering manufacturers that I'm familiar with, that they've all required at least 1/8 of an inch of cementitious-based material down. It's a lot easier to do that with the leveling compound than, say, a patch. However, if you're more comfortable using a patch, this is a perfectly acceptable way to do that. So this is our Scho SL.